We got some nice bits of news this week with new product images and card reviews for Into the Inklands and more. Let's dive right in. Hi everyone, this is Disan from Mushu Report, and yes, we do have some news to go through for Into the Inklands. The news is that bit slower as it usually seems to be at the very start of the season, kind of a difference compared to at the end of Rise of Bloodborne when we were getting 10 plus cards a day, rushing to get through videos. I was doing like 50 cards in one video, and it's not like that at all for now, but we do have some nice stuff to go through. Let's jump right in. First up, we do have some product images for Into the Inklands, more detailed ones. These come from the Lorcana Friends TCG Twitter. So yeah, he does seem to have some connection to Ravensburger. It feels like he always has some nice stuff to actually show to everyone. And yes, we have a bit more detailed images for the Disney Lorcana Into the Inklands booster pack. You can see these ones over here. And the structured deck, these are the stuff that we've gone through previously for Into the Inklands, so it's not exactly new, but we are getting some better images for the accessories, especially this one is of the location maybe. This could also easily be an action card or a song card, but it could also be a location card from Moana's Island. I'm not too sure, but it's a very nice playmat for me. But then again, maybe people like this one as well. This is a new Stitch. Maybe it's another Floodborn as a character going to be getting double Floodborns finally this time round. Not too sure because this looks like some kind of Space Ranger superhero type Stitch. He is probably falling from the sky and skydiving down, or is he flying through because he looks like his arms are straight forward, so he's like charging front? Not too sure, but yeah, we are definitely getting a new Stitch, which is definitely very nice. I know there are many Stitch fans, and yeah, this is a definitely very nice playmat to have. Aside from that, we are getting the deck boxes images as well. This one is of course Scrooge McDuck, and we are also getting another Robin. So Robin is on his boat. And yeah, that's what the deck boxes look like. We get the sleeve image. You can see the full one for this. We don't have a name right now still for the card, but hey, at least we're getting a good look at what the sleeve actually looks like. So these are the accessories, and then of course we also got a good image of the gift set for Into the Inklands. So it's back to the first version for the first chapter as I had guessed. They're gonna be having two oversized cards, one of Stitch and the other one of Tinkerbell. For Stitch, we do know the full ability because of some stuff that happened that shall not be named, but yes, we do know the card. So this Stitch is actually an evasive character, and he also gains ward when he moves to a location. So that's actually a pretty strong ability for Emerald Ink. Maybe kind of takes over Costco's because he is going to have ward when he's in the location. And he does also have evasive, so that's pretty nice. He's inkable, but he only has 2 law, which at 5 ink, you have quite a few options for 3 law, so it is kind of iffy. He is actually a direct comparison to Ray, which also is a 5 cost 3/3 character and has evasive, just that he doesn't have ward. But ward is a conditional thing anyway. So is he that great a card? I'm not too sure. Let me know what y'all think. As for the other one is a Tinkerbell. We don't have the full ability for it yet, but it does seem to be that while she's in play, if you have an item card actually get banished, it will go to the Inkwell instead. So that's actually pretty crazy if you think about it. That means with a Hiram Flaversham, every time you use his ability to draw 2 cards, you can actually gain ink in the Inkwell at the same time and can actually gain it really quickly if you have multiple ways to just get rid of your own item cards. Do take note that if your Popsicle actually goes into the Inkwell, that means you can't recycle it using Nick Wow, and then you can't pull off another extra Hiram Flaversham, and yeah, the engine kind of breaks, but I think that this is actually a pretty decent card, just that she's at 5 cost, so she is rather high at a point to try and gain ink. Maybe it's a bit hard to make use of her. I don't know. That's my thoughts on these 2 cards for now. So alright, so that's Stitch and Tinkerbell from the product images. Aside from the product images, we also got 2 official card reviews from Disney Lorcana social media. First one is I've Got a Dream, which this is of course the song from Tangled. I didn't expect this to be a Ruby song actually. Kind of feels like Tangled stuff should just be in Amber. Maybe I'm just being biased. So I've Got a Dream. It's a song card for 2 costs. You can ready a chosen character of yours at a location. Then they can't quest for the rest of the turn. Very similar to all your ready cards in Ruby, but at the same time you can actually gain lore equal to that location's lore. Now, It's still very hard to decide how good these cards are, as I've mentioned in my previous location cards video, because all we have for now is just that one single location card to base off of, which is Forbidden Mountain, which only has one lore. So if there's actually a location card that has many lore, maybe 2, 3 lore perhaps, then I've Got a Dream would be really crazy, because this card will let you ready your characters and at the same time maybe gain 3 lore perhaps. If the character is at a location with 3 lore, then it would be really crazy. But yeah, we do need to know more about location cards. We need more location cards to reference off before we can decide how good this card really is. But of course, this guy is conditional, unlike Fan the Flames, but then Fan the Flames is an action card. This is a song card that can be sung, so it's easier on the ink, yet that is more troublesome because you must play location cards. So yeah, really a bit iffy into how good this card is. So it's not just about the location, how much lore it has, it's also dependent on how good location cards are and whether there's really a good benefit of the character to go into a location. We need more cards like Peter Pan Lost Boy Leader that actually gains lore when they go to a location. Then these cards can actually be a lot more worthwhile to play. But we shall see. We need better character abilities related to locations and better locations for now before we can really decide how good this card is. And that's I've Got a Dream. Moving on, we have Mama Odie, Voice of Wisdom. And I kept typing this as Voice of Reason. Well, flounder, but yes. So Mama Odie, Voice of Wisdom. Whenever this character quests, you may move up to 2 damage counters from a chosen character to a chosen opposing character. Now, for this card, we actually have some rulings that state that when you are removing the damage counter to another character, it actually counts as removing it from the character. So it will work with your Grandpa B and also your Rapunzel Gifted Artist to actually let you either gain lore or draw a card. So it actually works for those as well. Now, is this a great card? I think this card is kind of slow because it's a 6 cost and it's uninkable. But hey, if we are getting more cards like Grandpa B and your Rapunzel Gifted Artist, more of them that can actually benefit from getting your damage removed, then that's something to be considered. This works well with Thief and Ambitions, of course. If you can give 2 damage to yourself, then after that you can move that 2 damage to another character, then yeah, you're effectively dealing 4 damage when you are combining it with Thief and Ambitions. So that's some food for thought, but personally I think this card is still not as fantastic for now. We will need to see again once we get more cards that might benefit from getting damage removed from them and how easy they might be to use. Then yeah, then we can see maybe Mama Odie can get actually better. So yeah, that's all the card reviews we have for this week for Into the Inklands. Moving on, we also have this metagame report which I did. So this is based off all the tournament deck lists that I've actually keyed into Mushu Report into the top decks area. Many of you have seen them. So I've keyed actually 9 tournaments, total of 72 deck lists over the past 1 month. So these are actually the breakdown. What are some of the top decks that's used? Obviously Amethyst Ruby, and then followed by Ember Steel, and what goes on after that. And yeah, Emerald Ink is kind of at the bottom right now. Aside from that, I've actually gone through some what are the top decks are, what are some of the builds like, and how those decks are actually used and played, some of the changes that's happened since the first chapter. So I put in quite a lot of work into this article. I hope that it's useful for everyone. Do give it a read. Let me know what you think, and if you think that this format is good, let me know. Or if you think some changes need to be made, let me know as well. I do hope to hear more from everyone to see if you all actually enjoy such content. Last but not least, we also got an interview for IGN with Steve Warner, who is of course the co-designer for Disney Lorcana TCG. So he actually has quite some interesting bits that I would suggest everyone who is free, you can actually go and give it a read through, because he does talk about card design, his reflection on the meta for the first chapter and for Rise of the Floodborn, and also say like why some cards are legendary, all that kind of stuff. If you have had such questions regarding card design, then this is definitely something I would suggest you read through. He also has that bit of a tidbit for Into the Inklands, which yeah, it's not too much, but he does say there's more stuff to look forward to. It definitely is interesting if you're ever interested in card design or interested in what goes into making a trading card game. Then yeah, this is definitely a very good read to go through. And that's it. So that's all the updates we have for this week. I'm apologizing, I'm a bit short on videos this week. I kind of got sick. I actually have like COVID right now. But yeah, I feel a bit better now, and I hope to just carry on doing videos again. And of course, I want to thank everyone for the 1,000 subs in the YouTube channel. I'm very grateful to everyone for all your support so far, and I do hope to make more videos as long as I don't, just croak from COVID suddenly. Let's do some Chinese traditional touch wood over here. Pray for some good luck, hope that doesn't happen, and all that kind of juju stuff. And that's about it for this video. I hope you all enjoyed it, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. This is D Summon from Mushu Report, signing out. Bye guys.